Hey, what's up? Let's go inside, check out what new solo games are on the shelves, and we will pick one of them to open up, take a look inside, maybe two. Let's get inside. Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, they actually let me inside again. We're going to decide which one we're going to pick. We're going to play Spot Micah in the background. First of all, of course, Lacerda. And this comes with the solo mode. Inventions. Vital Lacerda, beautiful art by Ian O'Toole. I got to play this when it was in early play testing. It's a completely different game now, obviously. So this is obviously going to be heavy, and it's where you're building up, it's not a civilization building game really, but you are building up your own tableau down here, your own like civilization, village, whatever, and then you are upgrading inventions up here in order to advance through the different eras of technology. So this is $144.99, which these deluxe Eagle Griffin games, they run about that. That's about normal. I don't know about you. Are you $150 in on a new Lacerda game? You let me know. It's worth it. The components are all beautiful, but we'll see. I actually don't know. Oh, this is 2 to 4 players. Pick it. So how about this? We got Sleeping Gods. We got an expansion here. Okay. Primeval Peril. I actually didn't know this was coming out. This is Red Raven Games, and this expansion is only $37.99, and this is, I'm certain, not a standalone expansion. Is it? Let's take a look at it. Let me show you the back. You tell me what you know about that. You must guide through a dangerous jungle. See, now I like this one. Survive the river. 1 to 2 players. This does not say that you need the base game, so this might be an option. This might be an option. All right. Sleeping Gods, Primeval Peril. I like that river artwork. We've got Redwood. This is also new to me, by Christoph Rambalt in Eduvals. Sit-down games. This is, how much are you? $55.99. 1 to 4 players, so a more reasonable option. It's got a beautiful layout there, the circular. It's a game of estimation, optimization, and photographic composition. So maybe like Canva, where you're trying to create a certain look. Different standard, different difficulty levels. There's a solo, competitive, and cooperative. That can be good, but sometimes it also concerns me because it's difficult to do all 3 in one game well. Some pull it off. Not everybody. Hi, Phil. We spotted a Phil. We haven't spotted a Micah yet, but we've spotted a Phil. Come say hi, Phil. All right, we got this here. Redwood. All right, we've got a roll and draw here. Solo game only from Tom Brinton. Paper App Dungeon. And this is completely new to me. Lucky Dice Games. It said, actually, 8+. Oh, that's ages. Ages 8+. 1 player. Anyway, it's a notebook with like 60 different pages. It sounds like each page is its own dungeon. You roll the dice and draw lines based on the dice rolls to either create or get your way through a dungeon. So, looks kind of cool. There you go. And that is only $10, $9.99. Now, I won't lie. I've played enough Wyrmspan that I'm not feeling a huge need to, but I hear a lot of good things. Wyrmspan, 1 to 5 players, designed by Connie Vogelman. I didn't know it was designed, so developed by Elizabeth Hargrave, who did Wingspan, but new designer. That's interesting. All right, Atoma Factory, so of course an excellent solo mode. Those are always good. Stonemaier games. Now, from what I know, it's supposed to be more than just a reskin of Wingspan with a dragon theme, and I can see that from this Dragon Guild board here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but let me know what you think. If that's one, is that the one that we should grab and open up and take a closer look at? I don't know. Upgrade pack for $30 for Wyrmspan. Me being me, I can't find the price for Wyrmspan, but I'm sure it's in that $60 to $70, $55, somewhere in their range. If I'm in your way, just boot me out. No, you're good, man. You don't need to be quiet. You're good. All right. If you enjoy Nemesis, so this is the Aftermath expansion. This isn't new, but it is new to coming to a retail store. The Aftermath expansion extends the base game of Nemesis. I don't believe you can make it work with Lockdown. But anyway, it extends the base game. So if you survive the base game, then there's another 5 rounds you can add to it with Aftermath, where another crew from another ship docks onto the Nemesis, comes on, and tries to figure out what on earth happened in your previous game. So it introduces not just that new element of extending the game, but it introduces new characters. Honestly, I think Nemesis is long enough, so I got this for the characters. I like the psychologist and all that. It's a lot faster So the game of Nemesis kind of, it starts out slow and picks up in pace. Since you've only got, I think it's 5 rounds. I'm pretty sure it's not 7. Since you've only got the 5 rounds, you've got so much to get done in those 5 rounds. So if you've got enough energy left, or it was a short game and you managed to live, which might happen in a solo game with one character, that is pretty fun. But I just got it for the characters. You can mix and match them. You can use them. You can use them in the lockdown. It might mess with the balance a little bit though, so mainly just base game. And that is $64.99. And we've looked at Katamino on this channel before, so for some pretty cool solo games. So this is more like a Tetris, but this is Katamino Tower, 1 to 2 players. Same idea, you're going to have a pattern that you have to complete with the blocks by stacking them up in a certain way. And $33.99 for that. Okay, and of course I remember hearing a lot about this one. I haven't gotten to play it myself. So Mythic Mischief, this is 1 to 4 players, so you got your solo option there. And what you're doing is, it's basically a game of being mischievous in a school library. And in this library, you are trying to get all of the others trapped by moving bookshelves and moving them into the paths of this scary tome keeper person. So you're trying to get them caught while not getting caught yourself. So we'll see how that plays out solo. This is $56.99 for the base game, and it looks like there's some expansions. All right, we got another solo option here. We've got Mindspace. I really like the art there. This is $17.99. This is 1 to 5 players, and it looks like a combination of several things. You've got a little bit of Tetris, you've also got some roll, and you've got some write or draw or fill in color. Something like that. What you're trying to do is you are trying to organize the human emotions by organizing your thoughts. So it looks like you'll be rolling some dice to find the shapes, put the shapes in there in order to fill in as many spaces as possible to score the points. And it looks like you've got objectives over here to meet as well. So it looks like a lot going on in a little box there. Let me know if that's one we should grab. All right, and finally we've got another expansion here for Canvas, Finishing Touches. I've got the base game. I did not get Reflections, the expansion just before this. This adds frames, so you have more chances to score, more missions or whatever you call it, objectives to accomplish by adding these frames to it. So Frame Your Masterpiece, $26.99. It would require the base game as well, and I think it's 1 to 5. Yeah, it's 1 to 5 players, just like the base game. So Canvas, Finishing Touches. All right, now that we got those done, let's just take a look and see if there's anything new on the solo shelves, the featured, and Kickstarters. Cool, looks like we got a Uwe Rosenberg feature. A lot of his games have the solo modes. Hallertau, of course, I've played multiplayer and enjoyed that enough. I would have grabbed that for solo as well, where you're building up your own farm. I haven't played A Feast for Odin. I know Board Game Dave is an excellent teacher of that. That's got its own solo mode, and of course, Caverna Agricola. So let me know if you're interested in any of those. The only one that I have played on this table, I haven't played any of the season series that he's done. Only one I've played is Hallertau. And I am not moving this box down, but this is the full Vindication collection, which if you get the expansion actually turns it into a solo game. It's a big boy. But I loved Unsettled. I like Orange Nebula games. Not sure I'm ready to drop the bucks on that, but let me know what you think. And I hear some noise over there. Is that a mica? No, no mica sighting today. I'll try again next time. And looking through the used game shelf, I wanted to see if there's anything that stands out to you. Photosynthesis I've looked at, but I'm not sure enough to grab it. If you've played it, tell me a little bit about it. I don't know what that is. That must be a puzzle. Apples to Apples, enough people have that in their library that I don't need to keep it. So looking through these, I don't see anything there. I know Neuroshima Hex. Oh, that's 2 to 4. I didn't know that. You know what? I thought that was solo. Obviously not. So nothing here that... I mean, there's some good ones. I know Silver and all that, but those aren't solo. Exploding Kittens I want to have in my library, so I might grab that. That's great for just a little party game. Loop, I know I've heard really good things about, and that should come with a 1-player option. Yeah, it does, 1 to 4 players. So that is here for secondhand. That's a possibility. How about, I saw is that the original Libertalia? I'm not sure if that's the same, like the old version of the new Stonemaier one. King of Tokyo is nice to have in the library for a party game, but no solo mode. But still, now I already have Time Stories. I'm looking forward to playing that. Juicy Fruits, we've done a feature on that as a solo game as well. Quelf is always a winner for parties if you want to embarrass yourself. Burn Cycle, secondhand. Might have to check that out. How much is that going for? So that's going for 70. And I don't know anything about Uprising. So you let me know. Let me know if we should pick one of those. First, Martians, and I know that's not new, but it does have a solo mode. And I like Ignacy Trzewiczek's stuff, but their rule books just, I'm not pulling all those off. It's dangerous. I'm in trouble. Oh my goodness, help me. There we go. I don't know if I'm up for the rule book, and I hear it's a pretty complex game. It is 75% off. And no, it's not a, hold on, wait, there she is. Hi, Jesslyn. Yeah, still no Micah sighting, but we got a Jesslyn sighting. And our solo shelf, of course, still our favorites. Right here, the Hostage Negotiator's Final Girl and the Batman's. But there's a new one, Soulless Lost, which I've heard about. And this one, it looks like you are flipping cards to face a series of different crises, making difficult decisions that just makes life worse and worse. And that's what we love. $21.99, solo only. Haven't played that one yet. And of course, you know, voila, and Something Shiny is coming pretty soon, as I already have it. Just need to get it out. Also forgot the expansions for 20 Strong. You got the Hoplomachus Victorum set here. Whoops. Good gravy. $19.99. That's the solo game. You have to have the base game and then the Too Many Bones version as well. This is sponsored by Cape Fear Games. You can, I'll put all the information on here. You've probably seen it before, but if you're interested in any of these, you can actually purchase them online if you click the link in the description below. If you check out with the code that I'll flash somewhere on the screen, I always forget where to put it. It will be Board Games for One. Check out with that code and you get 10% off. And if you're in the continental US, you get free shipping. So good for those big box games. If not, that's no problem at all. Wait. I moved too fast. I forgot. We had to pick out our games. So I have picked out the games and we are going to unbox them. That's right, games. So I didn't pick just one. I actually picked 3 that we are going to take a closer look at and get a play in. All right, let's try a little over-the-shoulder angle here. So we've got Sleeping Gods Primeval Peril, mainly because it looks standalone, and I love the artwork of like going down the Amazon or the Bayou, something like that. So we're going to take this home, but also, again, Red Raven Games, but also see what is inside. There we go. Nice, snug. Feels good and heavy, so not a lot of air in this box. Okay, get a look at that. Oh, look, we got something on the inside, too. Maybe we'll use that in the game. Lovely. So we've got our standard Sleeping Gods journal mat. Looks pretty sweet there. Check out all that art. Lovely. Rulebook and the storybook. Okay, so rulebook. Where does the storybook start? There's the rules. Storybook starts in the middle. So half and half of each. Ooh, lots of story. It looks like there are scripts that you flip through. Our journey log. Each one is the same. Okay, so that's like our save sheet. And then we have our pop-outs. We got our little tokens here and our pop-out. For it must be the player mat, but that's nice and beautiful. Good quality, nice and thick. And then we've got our different characters we can choose from. Looks like they each have their own strengths and abilities. Captain Jim Vine and Joan Lee. We've got Dr. Timothy Milk from New York, pretty cool. I'm liking the 1920s era art style. Lost Ruins of Arnak, but this might be more up my alley. We'll see. I had no interest in Spirit Island. I still have no interest, but this one got me. Combat and event cards. We can see what those cards look like. Pretty sweet. Our little tokens. Looks like we got some standees. Nice wooden tokens there. And our 2 dice. Anything secret underneath? No, but a nice back to the board. All right, next game. Tir Na Nog. I couldn't help myself. It just looked so beautiful. So Grand Gamers Guild. This is ages 14 and up, 1 to 5 players, 30 to 45 minutes. There we go. What do we got in here? Okay, come on, don't make noise. There we go. Okay, normal box. That's all right, we'll forgive you. And we've got our overview. You can see our setup. We've got a 3-player setup. And where's the solo mode? Let's see. I know there was a solo mode. Solo rules. There we go. Solo rules in the back. So an extra 2 pages there. Check it out. And we may have to open some of these. So what do we got? We've got our little notepad for some reason. Who knows? We'll figure it out. And I love these. I'm going to open this because I want you to see these big tokens. Okay, so we got some seriously big tokens here. Have no clue what they are. Not a clue whatsoever. Because I know nothing about this game at all. More wooden tokens. Nice looking. Let's take a look at... Maybe this is the solo pack. I don't know. That's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. Some tokens. Oh no, this is the subplot expansion. Okay. When playing solo, give Balor the... Oh, alright, so we got some extra solo things. Meb, Queen of Connacht. I wonder if that's part of your story you run into. Some of the artwork here. There you go. Let me know what you think of this camera angle. This isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. So we've got our cards here. I don't think there's any art, but I will fiddle and take up your time here. Look at this. There we go. So is this... I feel like this isn't brand new, like it hit Kickstarter maybe some time ago. I don't remember, but it's certainly brand new to this channel. Maybe to you. Here we go. Come on. There we are. Okay, so hot. Gracious. Oh, there is art. Look at that. Lovely art, actually. Beautiful. Look at that. Okay. Looks like we've got some good graphic design, minimal text. I'm hoping we won't know for sure till we play, but those are truly, truly beautiful pieces. I think this may be a gem. I certainly hope it is. And Oni and Oni to peak. I don't know what that means, but it looks like there are regions. So there was art on those other cards. So let's open this just to find out for sure if these are. Okay. So we've got this side, and it looks like more text. All right. All right, so these are just text. And some kind of scoring. Middle row, 3 VP for each card here. That's the same color. All right, so these are like objectives of some sort to the story. The White Trout, the Lady of Galeret. This looks right up my alley. All right, a little bit of obsession going on there. Okay. Tir Na Nog. Let's go to our final and third game that we are taking home. Wyrmspan, because I have to do it. I have to do it. I have to see. Atoma Factory is always a good solo mode, and I just have to see what is different. You know, is this just a reskin? I highly doubt it, because Stonemaier, they put out quality games, so I think it would have to have a little more than just a reskin. Okay, we'll forgive you for the empty inside of the box. All right, we've got our nice linen. Maybe it's not linen finish, but it feels like a linen finish to the rule book there. There's a rule book, all the different pieces and parts, okay. And then there's usually a solo rule book as well, but maybe it's included. Let's see, setup, dragon abilities, additional rules, dragon guild, that's new. And we'll see if there's a solo book. All right. Wyrmspan Dragon Facts. There it is, the solo book. Okay, cool. So this is like our appendix. Only it's way cooler than the Wingspan one, because this is like an actual encyclopedia. Okay. All right, I'm seeing something new here. I can take that. And then the solo rules by David Studley. I don't remember who designed the Wingspan solo mode. But anyway, here we go. Look at that art. Okay, got our little card trays. No big deal. They always come with nice bags. And some beautiful eggs. These eggs are speckled, you can see. And our little meeples. Colored eggs there through the bag. Oh my goodness. And of course our cubes. We're familiar with that if you've played Wyrmspan. Cubes are very important. Scoring card looks familiar. Just got some mountains in the background instead. This is probably the first player token. These are all new. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's food. I have no idea. I have no idea what these are either. So that's exciting. I like new. We've got our worm cards. I can live with that. We won't unbox them since we can see the art. And I have to go to the bathroom soon. So let's wrap this up. Oh my goodness. I can make it. Dragon cards and cave cards. This must be for the shopping. So maybe we put our available dragons there. I don't know what caves are. That's new. And then the Dragon Guild. Totally new. So I have no idea what's going on here. That'll be fun. All right. And we are familiar with this. These are objectives. So it's just like a larger version of what we saw in Wyrmspan, where you have the different objectives to meet each game, either scoring first place, second place if you meet it. Okay. And these must be the cave cards. Pretty cool. There you go. We'll figure out what on earth those are. And then, of course, the player mat. Since it is a multiplayer solitaire game, I'm assuming. Player mat, that's beautiful. That is incredible. Watercolor art. That is absolutely stunning. It looks the same, so you put your... Looks like we still put our cube wherever we are taking our action. I don't know what that means yet. All right. 4 of those, they look to be all the same. Totally fine by me, because it's lovely. And there's our foods. Okay, we've got our foods, and we've got some of our objectives, I'm assuming. Again, I don't know for sure. And I'm not sure what on earth the guilds are. But that's it. Okay, 4 different guilds. There we go. All right. All right, I think that is enough of what's new in solo games for this month on the shelves. It's been enjoyable. Thank you for hanging out with me. I love you all. I'll see you next time.